All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Atlanta Falcons and our home team. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Let's go now. Let's go.
On first down, here's McGuire. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They run on second down with McGuire. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up third and about 6.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team. Just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 25 on second down. Murray, and they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Watch the safety creep.
Murray now on first down. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 36. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Murray going up top. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Murray now. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Swift. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now Murray off play action. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. That ball complete to Isabella. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A give to McGuire. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Let's go deep, tighten it. Let's go deep, tighten it.
On 2nd down and 4, Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That's good for Oklahoma City. First down. That's the end of the first
Oklahoma City has the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Baker, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Yeah, yeah. Go. What? Go.
Now on 2nd and 13, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Back to McGuire again here on 1st down. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Open man is Trey Burton. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
It's just me and you.
They'll set up to throw. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards.
A gain of 47 yards. 1st down, Falcons.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now back to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 27, Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. Right back to him on 1st down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And an alley to run. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
On the handoff, it's McGuire. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Frank Reich here on 4th down is ready to try for 3. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
Oklahoma City, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Set, ready. 60 out low. 59, Mike the 59. That's it. I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. What? 59. Mike.
Play fake. Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 2nd and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Come on, go. Twist it. Twist.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Check. Let's go. Drive on. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Hey, defense, let's go. Echo. Mike 5-9. Let's go.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Murray now 9 of 17 through the air. 1st down, Murray. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Baker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Move. Check 59, Mike.
Murray now on 1st down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
All day.
And he'll give it here to his running back, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 39.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Under crunch. 59 Mike. Check, 59. Watch QB draw.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Murray now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Slam.
On play action, it's Murray. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
He's got Burton here. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. Murray now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd.
Check 59. Mark, go. Mark the 59. I got one. Check.
From the gun, Murray looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On 2nd and 10, Murray, throw left side, completes Isabella. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. On 2nd down now. Swift, and he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Young Trip is here, baby. Young Trip is here.
One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Check safety.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the gain.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The end result, 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Cardinals' 28-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. 2nd and 3. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
2nd and 9 now. Now he'll escape to his left. He'll run it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a 1-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
36. 66, bullet, half.
On 2nd down, it's Baker. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Fielded at about the 28. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They'll keep it on the ground. Drummond shouting defenders at the 15. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll.